Hello and welcome everyone. In this video, we will start with the book on learning the Pandas library by Matt Harrison, and we will look into a basic introduction on what Pandas is and how can we install Pandas library on our computers. So Pandas library, so if you go to this web page for documentation, we could see Pandas um, package, and it says Pandas is an open source BSD licensed library that provides high performance, easy to use data structures and data analysis tools for the Python programming language. And there is a lot of information on this website. We could click on getting started to start learning about Pandas and seeing its functionality. So there are tutorials available on this website. There is also a cheat sheet of Pandas commands that we most frequently used for data wrangling um, and summarizing data, handling missing data, and combining data sets. So most of the information is available on this website. So um, what we are following here, we are following this book by Matt Harrison in this video series, and this covers most of the functionality that we most commonly used in our daily work on data analysis work or data science work or any other scientific computing work where we use Pandas library. So as the website says, Pandas is an open source BSD licensed library, and it provides high performance, easy to use data structures and data analysis tools for the Python programming language. So what does BSD3 class license say? It says that redistribution and use in source and binary forms with or without modifications are permitted, provided that the following conditions are met. So there are some conditions. If they are met, I think we can use Pandas library in source and binary forms with or without modification. But please check the documentation and license for more details on this. So how does Matt Harrison define Pandas? So according to him, Pandas is an in-memory NoSQL database that has SQL-like constructs, basic statistical and analytical support, as well as graphing capability. So this is a very concise and valid definition of Pandas library and its functionality. So why do we think it's in memory and NoSQL database? Because it operates entirely in memory, similar to many NoSQL databases like Redis that prioritize speed for real-time data analysis by keeping data in RAM. However, this also limits the scalability when we compare it to other NoSQL databases like MongoDB that are designed to scale horizontally across multiple nodes, and that also offer high availability and fault tolerance. So Pandas also allows us to work with data that does not strictly adhere to a predefined schema. So Pandas provides efficient querying and filtering operations, and these are also similar to querying mechanisms of NoSQL databases. And like other NoSQL databases, Pandas supports custom indexing, which enables faster lookups. Also because it is built on top of Python, so it has less memory overhead and it also runs quicker. So if we use Pandas and its vectorized operations, we can get close to sea level speeds, but writing Python code. So how do we install pandas on our machines? We could use the pip package manager and simply write pip install pandas into our virtual environment. And once it is installed, we need to import pandas as PT. So we use this two-letter acronym when we import pandas typically. So once we have imported this, so let's first run the installation cell. Um, and since I already have installed pandas on my machine, so it's a requirement already satisfied. Now if we import pandas, and then we could create this data frame here, so don't worry about it. We'll explain how this is generated and what our data frame is. And if we for now we'll simply run this cell, and we can see that we got this spreadsheet like two column, two rows data with the column headers as yes or no. And if we want to see the column headers, we could see df.columns, and it tells us there are two columns, and these are the um, headers or the values for those columns. So let's move on to our next Jupyter notebook and see what that is about. This is a small notebook. So in here we only cover the different uh, data structures that we see in Pandas library, and there are basically three data structures that we should be familiar with or we should know of in pandas, and that is series, data frame, and panel. And these are basically, like, if we look at series are one-dimensional, data frame are two-dimensional, and panels are three-dimensional data structures. And if we try to compare it with the spreadsheets that we typically see in Excel, so the series is equivalent to a column in a spreadsheet, and the data frame is on an individual Excel spreadsheet, and panel is basically a group of different spreadsheets, so a 3D kind of a spreadsheet. So most of us, like, who are using pandas, they are familiar with series and data frame, as these are frequently used to analyze arrays and tabular data respectively. um, but panels are not as frequently used or as frequently discussed in the videos we watch or the discussions that we see. So panels itself is just a group of sheets. So like a data frame can have multiple series, a column or rows, and similarly a panel can have many data frames into it. So if we start learning about series, then we could use some of that functionality into the data frames, and then once we understand series and data frames, we'll can manipulate the data in panels as well. So both the series and data frame share features, as I said before. One such feature is the index that both of these data structures use. So this was all about pandas data structures. So now in the next video, we will start looking into the series. And yeah, so let's wait till the next video. Thank you.